when you look at vitamin C, for instance, vitamin C, the ascorbic acid, which is the #1 ingested nutrient in the world, and it's the #1 deficiency in both cancer and heart disease. So what is going on here? Why are we not winning this war, right? Well, if you look at how they make it, they take the sugar from usually genetically modified corn and they hydrogenate it, which it'll suffocate the cell because it becomes like kind of like a plastic kind of cover on the cells. Then they use acetone, which is what we take our nail polish off with. And it's a 7 to 9 step process that only fights free radical damage once. Whereas a whole plant food vitamin C, so a plant that is rich in vitamin C, like the jabuticaba, the cupuaçu, the pomegranate, the noni, acerola cherry, camu camu, all of these, the amalaki, all these amazing plants that we don't even really get in our diet, right? It's so crazy. They are so high in vitamin C. They have that plant intelligence that Günter Blobel won a Nobel Prize for in 1999. And this is really important because, first of all, he found that plant foods, they have what they call cofactors. And these are the enzymes and the proteins that are in these whole plant foods. And they know if it's, let's say it's rich in vitamin C, it then these cofactors, the enzymes and proteins, know where to take that vitamin C where the body is screaming for it in such incredible need for it. And it goes right there and gives it to it. Like, how great is that? You couldn't get that from a synthetic vitamin. It's just no way. And so this was an amazing revelation. And I mean, to get a Nobel Prize for that is well earned, I can tell you. But, those kind of things, it was like everybody, all the scientists were trying to emulate what nature was doing, and they couldn't do it. They could not make a synthetic vitamin that even comes close to it. The thing is when they start, even if they start getting on like the greens and the vitamin C and the protein alone, you will see such a difference. They'll have, because our cells make up all of our glands, organs, tissue, bones, veins, arteries, everything is made up of cells, right? So if we're getting the nutrition daily that is going to give us, that's going to give us the life force in our cells, it's going to help clean the cells. It's going to help strengthen them, nourish them, nurture, help heal and rejuvenate them. This is like amazing, right? And so you will see that all of a sudden their vibration, because when your vibration is really low, you think low, believe it or not. You don't think like you do when your vibration is strong and you're vibrating and you're happy and there's joy coming out of your life. You think differently. Everything changes. Vitamin C, like I talked about the vitamin C before, that they create ascorbic acid, which is not even vitamin C, by the way, not even close. They try to mimic a strand of vitamin C. And even when Dr. Svent Jorgi won his Nobel Prize for discovering it, he was trying to save his wife and his daughter's life because they both had cancer, and he didn't do that. And it didn't work in that sense. But what he said at the end of his lifetime is that he went all the way around trying to find the answer, and nature had the answer. He won a Nobel Prize for that, by the way, and he was astounded that he actually got the Nobel Prize. He said, keep in mind, you have to take it with food, because food is the magic. It is. It's the magic, So anyway, so vitamin C is crucial. It's crucial for viruses in particular, to help fight off viruses. And so to know that you have the highest plant foods, Catie's vitamin C, which is really fantastic. It's definitely our bestseller, and it's been in so many books, and it's really, fantastic and everything, and it mixes really well. And that's the one that my son used and did so well with. So that's great, but I also put stuff in there to help protect you from cancer because of the study that one of my dearest mentors, Dr. Linus Pauling, who won his Nobel Prize, he was my mentor and he was a dear friend. And he, even the Linus Pauling Institute says now that anything over 200 milligrams of a synthetic vitamin C from ascorbic acid, anything over that can actually cause DNA and RNA damage, which is what cancer is.